If you're a creator, you know that feeling, right? You pour everything into a video, you hit that publish button, and nothing. Just crickets. It feels like it just gets swallowed by the internet. Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain on a strategy that's going to give your videos the absolute best possible start. Let's dive in.
So why does that happen? Seriously, why does some videos just feel like they're doomed from the second they go live? Well, the answer might actually surprise you. It all comes down to a really common fundamental misunderstanding of what YouTube actually is.
See, a lot of us, we treat YouTube like it's a giant digital library. You know, a place to just store our videos, hoping someone stumbles upon them. But that's not its main job. YouTube is a recommendation engine, a powerful one. Its one and only goal is to keep people watching, and if you're not playing that game from the very first second, you're already fighting an uphill battle. And that leads us straight to the gatekeeper of all of this, the algorithm. Look, understanding how this system works isn't just a nice-to-have skill. It is absolutely essential for any creator who actually wants their work to get seen. So what is it, really? The best way to think about the algorithm is like a talent scout. It literally puts every single video you upload through a series of auditions. And based on how that video performs in its first few moments, the algorithm decides who to show it to next, or if it's just going to get sent home. So, to pass those auditions, you have to give the algorithm exactly what it's looking for. And while there are a bunch of different factors, it really all boils down to two crucial metrics. These are the two numbers that pretty much determine whether your video succeeds or fails. Okay, first up is your click-through rate, or CTR. This is your first impression. It's that simple. When YouTube shows your thumbnail and your title to someone, do they actually click? A high CTR tells the algorithm, hey, people want to see this. This is why you hear so much about testing your thumbnails. It's that important. But, getting the click is only half the battle. The second metric, and honestly, this one might be even more important, is watch time. Once they click, how long do they stick around? High watch time is the ultimate signal to YouTube that your content is actually good and valuable. You got to check your audience retention graphs to see where people are bailing, because that's where you can improve. And this really shows you how high the stakes are. A weak start, low CTR, low watch time, tells the algorithm that your video isn't worth recommending. And that can just completely kill its chances of ever reaching a wider audience. So how do we avoid this? How do we give our videos a real fighting chance? Well, this brings us to your secret weapon, the unlisted pre-launch strategy. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful shift in how you upload your videos that protects them from making a bad first impression and sets them up for success right from the start. Let's just quickly break down the settings so this makes sense. Public means you're live. The game is on, the algorithm is watching. Private means it's locked down. Only specific people you invite can see it. But unlisted, unlisted is the sweet spot. Anyone with a link can watch it, but it's totally invisible to YouTube's search and, crucially, to the algorithm's initial tests. So, why is this so powerful? Well, it gives you this golden window of time, a chance to catch any mistakes, audio glitches, typos in the subtitles, and get some feedback from a few friends you trust. You can perfect your title, your description, all of that, without the pressure of the algorithm judging your every move. The best way to think about it is like a pilot's pre-flight checklist. You never just hop in a plane and hit the throttle, would you? No way! You check the engines, the flaps, everything. Uploading as unlisted is your chance to do that same thorough systems check before you go live. So, how do you actually put this into practice? Here's the perfect workflow. Step 1, upload your video, but set it to unlisted. Step 2, watch it all the way through. Do a full quality check. Step 3, optimize everything. Your title, description, tags, and especially that all-important thumbnail. Then, get some trusted feedback, schedule it to go public, and when it finally goes live, be ready to promote it and engage with your audience. And if you follow that workflow, you're preparing yourself to win the most critical period in any video's life, the first 48 hours. This is where the algorithm makes its biggest, most important decisions about your content. Okay, so the moment you flip that switch from unlisted to public, the test begins. YouTube immediately shows your video to a small group of people, usually your most loyal subscribers, and it watches them like a hawk to see how they react. 48 hours. That's the magic number. This 2-day window is where your video's fate is very often sealed. Every single click, every minute watched, every share, it all sends a powerful signal to YouTube about the quality of your video. And if those signals are strong, guess what? You've passed the test. The algorithm sees that as a big green light to start pushing your video out to a much wider audience. This is how videos start to take off. It all starts with a killer performance in that initial window.
So what's the big takeaway here? Success on YouTube isn't about getting lucky. It's about having a smart, repeatable process. You prepare, you test, you optimize, you launch, you analyze, and then you improve for the next one. So the real question isn't whether the algorithm's on your side, it's this. Are you ready to stop just uploading videos and start launching them for success?